Now it moves to the next part of training, which the whole thing I go along, the more you realise and the more you want to put across that it is all about those first stages on that 4-year-old, on the black horse, is just forward and backs and getting the understanding as good as you possibly can and the aids as set in place as possibly that you can. And then hopefully with this one I can show you how that we come back further and we come back more and we go on more, and therefore we have a bigger range of movement, but bigger range of movements that we can do and collection. So this horse here unfortunately isn't mine. He's Rattle and Hum. He's owned by Kaz and Ray Rowe. Now I've had the horse maybe for, is that a fly, mate? I've had the horse for maybe 8 months or 9 months competing him. He's gone Grand Prix now. He's a fantastic Inter 2 at Sydney CDI that I was very proud of and very happy with him. He's by Regard Memoir out of a Jive Magic mare. Now he has been quite a spooky horse. It's been quite amazing to watch him develop, because in the beginning you think, God, you know, you never get him to trot around a dressage arena. Well, now he's at Sydney CDI. You just wouldn't believe the horse. So it's a credit to Kaz for bringing him on like she has, and now Kaz will go on and ride him some more. So anyway, I will just show you a little bit. So the first thing again that we go back to being able to control every step. I've already done a little bit of work on him, so good boy. So with him a little bit in the stretching trot, I move the hind legs out a little just to know my aids work, that's all. Good, happy with that. And then again, so I'm looking for him to stay light through the inside and be totally controlled with my outside rein. So he came up in the neck there a little bit more than I wanted. So then I say, no, I want you deeper. Good. And I would like to feel when he comes out of that the trot swings. When I ask it to go bigger, he just goes bigger in a bigger swinging trot. Okay. Again, we start a little bit of sitting trot. Good boy. And again, I might be some of the exercise, a little bit haunches out. Good. Try haunches in. Good. And then let's compress him a little bit. So using the haunches in to help the hind leg. Come back a little more. And then trot out. So doing that in a little bit of travers helps him with the power, helps him keep his hind legs really close together and keep the power underneath the rider. So from the horse, the fisherman's friend horse, he would start half steps, which is again just a little bit bigger than that. And then once we get onto this horse, it comes back, not quite to piaffe yet. Again, like I said, with both of the horses, we only do as much as they can do. We don't, in training, ever do more. So they stay proud of what they do. Haunches out. Then he did exactly what the fisherman's friend horse did, wanted to run away, so I said, no, stay here. Haunches in. Good. And he can try a little bit half steps this way. So, and again, I should be able to switch him off now and say just stretch, get your energy back. Good boy. Oh, oh. Good. I'll let him have a walk. So again, it's only not necessarily show movements, it's to show the progression of forward and back. That later on with the more schooled horse, when you come back, it's much more extreme, and then again it's half steps, and you can see the trot is twice as powerful. Good boy. This horse is very special. He is a little bit sensitive and like he gets a little bit over keen. So when we do the movements, we try and just do a little bit of settling work in between, just that he stays, that he doesn't get worried about the work. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Oh, 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 oh. There's a boy. So, you saw with the medium horse that we went canter from walk, and it's funny when European coaches come out of here, they completely stuff us up by making us go walk, trot and canter on the circle. You know, we walk in with a Pryde St George horse and the next minute we can't even do walk, trot and canter on a circle. As soon as we start going medium level or even elementary level, we only go walk to canter and canter to walk, and we forget about the stuff in between. But there's 3 movements in the Grand Prix test that you'll see everybody stress over and struggle with, and that's passage to walk to passage, which is walk trot. Then you've got passage to canter, which is trot canter, and then just before the last extended trot, you have canter to trot, and that's the things we stuff up. So it's a little bit something you learn as you go along. You have to make sure you keep on working. Ooh, good boy, you're all right, mate. You're okay. But you have to keep on working. He's not used to me talking while I'm on. Good boy. So I try and, with this horse, try and do the canter transition from trot. And me having to hand him over now is a little bit about, everybody rides changes different. So it's a little bit, I try and stay away from the changes on the horse now, and I'll do them more with Kaz, and then try and just keep that as personalised. And Kaz taught him the changes in the beginning, and I've struggled with them a little bit, but knowing that the horse isn't for me, I've tried to just be sort of neutral about it and leave him alone, because Kaz had no problems with any changes on the horse. Okay, so of course we do the exercise a little bit, but I'll just show a little bit the compression in the canter and bringing the canter back really short to the pirouette. So before we start a pirouette, we always test that we could come back and just stay there until I want to go out. Just wait for me, rats. Good. And again, this is a green horse at the level, so again I won't be asking for anything he can't do. Try for a pirouette over the centre line, wait for the canter. And most important, that it's not a big deal. So again, you're riding a little bit back. Good boy. And again, a related line to the test with nothing on it. This is very important, that horses learn just to ride the lines without any stress. Again, that I can just stretch him a little bit and leave him alone. That's wild. So first thing we want in a horse when we buy the horse is this FEI neck, a neck that can go, when you get to Pryde St George, that you can bring the neck up and it really can be in an FEI frame. But the problem is all the way to Pryde St George, which is just as long as It's the halfway point in a horse's career. You'd struggle with it trying to put it down. Just checking that we can just stay short, don't have to do anything. Good boy. Then you spend your life putting the neck down, and then the good news is when you get to Prix St George and above, if you've got a horse that can put his neck there, it's so easy. Start a pirouette. Good. Try that horrible transition. And that he can, good boy, good boy. And know that I can switch him off. Good boy, huh? He was the best. Ho, 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 ho. So, hopefully, makes things a little clearer maybe.